Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Wednesday again, another shave, another midweek shave. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the IAMCDB second chance challenge. Now Chris didn't tag me, he tagged a couple of other guys, but the idea I think was sent out to everybody really, and I thought it was such a good idea. I immediately thought, yeah, I'm going to have a go at that. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be using the razor of choice. Is the Merkur 34C, an old favourite, and the blades, green astras. Okay, we'll get that in that blade. Now I'm using these because I know these. I know the blades. I know the razor. Know it well, and I didn't want anything to detract from the soap. And the soap is this. This is the second chance. Can I just put a caveat out there? A precursor, whatever you want to call it, that Dr. John's is an excellent company, and Dr. John's soaps are excellent soaps. There's the ingredient list for this one. If that focuses, you can pause that and read them. They're excellent quality ingredients. But what happened with me, this was a gift. I've been to Pasteur's myself. But long story short, my daughter couldn't go through illness, and when she did get a chance to go a couple of years later, she took my wife, and they bought me a ton of stuff from Pasteur's, and that was one of them. Now, by the time I had gotten round to it, opened it, just for me personally, it smelled like shoe polish, like the black kiwi shoe polish, and I couldn't get past it. I think I used it once, and the scent was so strong and overpowering. I think I had to abort the shave. Cleaned it up, put it back in the den, and there it sat. Oh, must be 18 months until I saw Chris's IAMCDB's second chance challenge. Now I went straight up after the video, went into the den, fished it out, found it, opened it up immediately. The scent strength, I would say, has halved immediately. And the first thing I know, well, it's not too bad, you know. So what I'll do is I'll lather up and I'll tell you the rest as we shave. The brush I'm using, first ever brush that I bought, I've got to have it soaking here. First ever brush that I bought, used it with the razor for about 3 or 4 years, and then it started molting, and it's a badger, a Vulfix I think it is, and the hair started falling out, and it halved in size, so I put it away. And I'm using it today because I don't use it anymore. I keep it out of sentimentality. I don't use it anymore, but I thought if this comes really overpowering again and the scent transfers into that and I don't like it, it's no loss really, is it? So we'll get straight on. Well, you can see straight away. Okay, that's a bit more. But yeah, look, you can. I don't know if you can see. Look, it's molting straight away again. I think the hairs are coming out, but we'll get some. See, it reminds me a little bit of Arco. Arco shaving puck is like this. You sniff it and you're like, oh, it smells like a toilet block. When you lather it up, the lather's just got a nice faint scent of lemon. I don't think that was the case with this first time around. But yeah, right, so we've got to look at that. Yeah, so anyway, we'll just put that down there and we'll wet the face. Okay. Here goes. So, yeah, I've got this soap out when I put it on my little table where I sit of an evening when we're watching the TV or reading or whatever. And over the course of it, because I knew this video was coming up, I had other things to do, but over the course of the week, I would visit every day and smell it and see what I could get out of it. And the overriding thing that came out of it, look at this, for me, was lavender. I picked up lavender and I thought, yeah, and I like lavender scent. The scent strength had calmed down. That acrid, punch you in the face, boot polish first scent that I got the first time I used it, it's gone. And well, look at this, look. That's a good lather. That's a very good lather. And I'll tell you right now, it's a slick soap. It is. And the smell, the scent on that lather, you know, it's not bad. Some 34C green astra blade. Have a look, see where we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty slick. It's pretty slick. I've never tried any other Dr. John's soap, so I've nothing to compare it to. And Chris was saying, think about what you like about it, not what you didn't. Now, I can't remember shaving with this. I think I can vaguely remember. I got to about this stage, the first time, the one and only time I used it, and so overpowering was the scent that I just stopped. Now, maybe I just got a bad batch, I don't know. But if you look at the ingredient list, it's just quality stuff. It's a decent quality soap, you know. And like I say, please do not take what I say about this soap as a slight on the soap itself or the company. Because my son has just started getting into wet shaving. And he says to me, Dad, you know, try this aftershave, try that aftershave. And he loves it. And on him, it smells fantastic, but do you know when I put it on me? Do you know when you get that, when you smell it an hour or two later, you catch it and you think, I'm not keen, but on him it smells fantastic. I can only assume, you know, we're all different, aren't we? We've all got different body chemicals, different odors, different skin types. So I'm more than willing to accept that this may be me and not the soap. You know, so please don't take this or anything I say as a slight on Dr. John's, because it isn't. It feels really good using this brush again. You know, the memories come flooding back. I paid about £8 for it. It was £12 shipped. I bought this and I bought a Gillette razor, a Gillette Rocket or a flare tips, just to get me started. Yeah, and for about the first, I think my daughter then bought me a razor. I think my daughter bought me the Progress, my favourite razor. And I kept on using this for some time after that. And then I think I found out about West Coast Shaving, and I think I went on their website and bought my first synthetic brush. I think was that blue one. But anyway, here we go. This Dr. John's. And what is it actually called? Well, it just says Dr. John's. So we'll call it black. Dr. John's black shaving soap. But you know what? It's really slick. Feels really good. Good. Yeah, very good actually. Yeah. Skin feel to it after the shave. So like I said, I've been shaving like this for years, and I've been watching all the guys: Paul Humphreys, IAMCDB, Kevy Shares, Ken Sears, Friendship Shaving, IAMCDB, Kevy. You know, all the big names. And like I've said it before, my grandkids said to, "Come on, Grandad, you've got to do it." So I do this primarily because they'll come home from school today when this goes up, and they'll sit there and they'll put it on the TV, and they WhatsApp me pictures. "Grandad, we're watching you," you know. So that's what this channel's about: friendship and family. And, you know, the wet shaving community, they're a unique group of people. I mean, I don't know another group of people like it. It's a quirky little thing that, you know, when people say to me at work, "Oh, what hobbies, what interests have you got?" and I say, "Well, shaving." Some of them give you a side glance, and others are really intrigued by it, you know. But you'll find, or I have found, people I've interacted with in the wet shaving community, do you know, they're the nicest, kindest, most helpful, generous group of people you'll ever come across. I mean, they really are, you know. I mean, I know I've said this before, just put a bit more. I've said this before, but I have had, like, I suppose, for want of a better expression, you'd call them, you're not rivals, but, you know, other guys that do this, liking me and subscribing and commenting and recommending my channel and pointing friends to me and so on, and recommending soaps and just a really good bunch of guys. But this hobby, and it is a hobby, something, it's not a hobby, is it? It is a hobby. It's quite unique, I find. And it attracts a certain mindset of a person. And I think that's why, I mean, I kind of collect watches as well. It's amazing the number of people that are into this also do that. So, yeah, if you hear me talk about pasteurs, it's not like, "Oh, here he goes, I'm a pasteur again." No, what it was, my daughter paid for me and my wife to go to New York for the trip of a lifetime 4 years ago for our 30th wedding anniversary. And we thought, so it always just felt, we thought we would never ever be going back. We thought we'd never get the chance to go back. And I knew about pasteurs. So when I got there and I got to pasteurs, I spent an absolute ton. even the girl that served us was like, you're biting all this stuff. But my daughter was meant to come with us, and she had a catastrophic illness and couldn't go. It took a couple of years for her to get well again. And when she did, she went with my wife about 2 years ago. And my wife brought me, tons of stuff back. It really looked after me, you know. So I got all this stuff from pastors, and then last year, I had the opportunity, and I went over with my son. And I bought a load of stuff. Like nearly everything in my den is from pastors, you know. But anyway, well, yeah, that's really slick. Really slick. So what's the verdict on this? So I'll tell you. There you go. Have to be honest. Have to be completely honest. I'm still getting faint lingerings of that boot polish scent, but it's nowhere near as strong. But I highlight what I like about the soap, what I didn't like about the soap. You can immediately tell it's good quality. It's very slick. It's vegan, which is a good thing. It's got a lovely base note behind it. There's like a lavender and a mossy kind of scent. Which is funny because you look at the ingredient list and they're all things that give off a scent that I like, you know. But yeah. Okay. So the verdict for me is, would I recommend Dr. John's? Yes, I would. Would I recommend this particular soap? Yes, I would. Is it for me? I wouldn't buy it again, but I think I've definitely gained a soap because I will certainly use it again. And then, yeah, maybe pass it on. So I've certainly gained something. I've certainly learned something. So thank you to Chris from IAMCDB for that challenge. It was done, and I would say it was a success. Horse shave, Thayer's, lavender, the magic made by witches. And I know Chris has said it, and I can understand, you know, I actually know people would be offended by me saying the magic made by witches. So it's just a turn of phrase, guys. It's something Chris says. Oh, yeah, really good. Like that. And then the aftershave, purely and simply because it's a strange, you know, we bought this from Spain, never ever used it before. I think my son's used a little bit out of it. I never used it before, but something in this reminds me of something that's in that. There was just something at the back of the scent. So here we go. Look at that. Aftershave gel. I've never seen an actual aftershave gel before. Look, see? Oh yeah. Oh, it's lovely. It just smells like you walk through a pine forest or something, and you get that scent of moss and pine, and kind of like walking through a pine forest just after it's rained. That's what it smells like. Absolutely lovely. So there you go. Another one done, guys. Please click subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell. I've got it working. Thank you, Flash Boredom. He told me he couldn't get the notification. We had a bit of a communication with each other, and he was saying, no, it's not working. I went on and tried to fix it, and he didn't fix it, and he went, it's still not working, John. And he stuck with me, and we got it fixed. Thanks, Flash. Enjoying the videos. So please, now the bell's working, if you like this and you want to see more, click the notification bell. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Keep up the nice shaves, and I will see you all at the weekend for the Saturday shave. Bye.